Welcome back to the shop. If you're new here, I am the convicted Christian. I'm 7 years clean and sober. I did almost 10 years in prison, and now I am free and off parole for the last 6 years. And I believe it's all because of God. If you're a returning viewer, you know that it is what I learned from Life Story Monday. And this is going to be a short one, guys, because this time in my life was not, I was not the most receptive to anything at all, whatsoever. And because of that, it made my life that much more difficult, obviously. The only thing that I ended up taking away after many years from this, well, I guess not many, I'm not that old, but quite a few years after, like 5-6 years after this incident of me arguing with my ex-wife and end up, running from the cops and doing more time, way more time than what was necessary. The big one is, and I know I've said it before, and it's a big one. I keep harping on it, because, and it's not so much that I learned this time. It's more of this was more of a reinforcement of don't give up. And that doesn't mean that I shouldn't have given up and I should have kept running from the cops. What I mean by don't give up is take the harder path every time you can, because that harder path, more often than not, is going to lead to a better outcome. If I would have sat in that squad car, as much as I feared going back to prison, as much as I feared my life, quote-unquote, ending again, had I sat in that squad car, I never would have gone to prison. So if I would have done the harder thing and faced the fear that I was feeling, it never would have gotten that far. And so when I mean don't give up, because the end is, what you think is the end is never the actual end, is because it's not the end. If you're not in the ground, if you are not, gone from this mortal plane, it's not over. Keep striving. I find it so funny when I see younger generations talking about, oh, well, life wasn't supposed to be this hard, and this isn't what, existence is all about. Are you joking? Are you kidding me? All of existence is a struggle. Birth, struggle. Learning to walk, not even to walk, learning to crawl, learning to walk, learning to eat, learning to ride a bicycle, struggle. Dealing with your emotions, finding your morality, finding your ethics, struggle. And that's not just a human thing. Every being on this planet, those with, sentience or not, struggle. Plants struggle. Pets struggle. Wild animals struggle. Insects struggle. Everything struggles to survive, to keep going. And if we're true to ourselves, the so-called struggle that we have nowadays pales in comparison to the struggles that our ancestors had. And the further back you go, the harder the struggle. If you want something, you're gonna struggle. If you want something, there's going to be pain, and you'll have to put effort into it. There's no way around it. Look at all the most rich and famous people. Yes, some of them may have had a leg up. I'm not saying they didn't. But then what did they do with it? Some of them did nothing. And if you follow their generation's going to be broke if no one steps up and does the effort and struggles with decisions that they have to make. And they'll make wrong ones. And they'll make mistakes. And they'll have failures. What do they do after that? They struggle and they make new ones. Hopefully the right ones. And they might fail. and they do it again, over and over again. All the entrepreneurs you've ever seen that went from, poverty or lower middle class and made it to the upper class or even higher than that. Struggle, effort, many failures. And what I'm saying isn't even on that level of struggle. What I'm talking about is just that instead of breaking the law, follow the law. Instead of, thinking that it's over and giving up, just take one more step. Just make that next choice, the next right choice. And you're going to make mistakes and you're going to have failures. But nothing is over until you are in that ground, until you have breathed your last. And then it's over. And then, and only then, can you stop. Because you're gone already. So, life is a struggle. You got to keep going with it. You're going to have easier times. You're going to have harder times. You're going to have times where you can relax and let it go and enjoy your time, which, sadly enough, are fewer and far in between than I would like. But that's the thing, is you don't struggle 10 years for a week of happiness. You learn to find joy within the struggle, and that week is a bonus. You don't expect it at the end. You're grateful that it happened. Another thing I learned in this time point in my life is learn to walk away. Learn when, and that doesn't mean leave, your relationship unless it's a bad one, unless that's the choice that needs to be made. What I mean by walk away is if it's going to put you in a state of heightened emotional awareness and you don't have the coping mechanisms to get through that, walk away. Sure, the other person may be mad and they may not understand what's going on. But when you get back and explain it to them, they may still be upset. But at least you'll have a cool head. At least you'll be able to come back and think rationally instead of reacting and making the situation that much more worse. And at some point, maybe you'll be able to have that, the emotional awareness to be able to say, hey, I'm getting worked up, you're getting worked up. Let's separate for, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, however long it takes, get back together, and let's come to an understanding. Let's come to a compromise. Let's come to a solution that we both can agree is the best option for us. And other times, you're just going to have to say, I'm done. I'm out of here. Good luck. Best to you. Which is what I should have done. Because this isn't the last time we hear from my ex in the Life Story Monday series. I should have walked away. This is when I should have walked away. Up to this point, yes, there was issues. But they could have been dealt with, and they could have found a solution. After this, it's over. It's done. After this, I should have been done. And so learning to walk away from conflict doesn't make you weak. It makes you prudent. And with time, it will make you wiser. Because you'll be able to see the situations sooner. And you'll be able to know, okay, walking away sooner is better than walking away when I'm mad. Or frustrated. Or we're already yelling at each other. The last thing I learned is that you can learn in any environment. There's a word that I learned. It's autodidact. And that's just a really fancy term for self-taught, basically. And in this time that I got sent to Dodge and then the county jail, and then I was released to the reentry house, I could have been learning. I could have had things sent to me. I could have asked the reentry people for reentry stuff, pamphlets and workbooks and stuff like that. And I don't think they would have had a problem getting it to me. But I chose this time in my life to just coast and just, put my head down and do nothing about it. Had I decided that I was going to learn, how much sooner would I have been able to get my life together? How much sooner would I have been able to have the family that I've always wanted? And done the things that I've always wanted? It would have been a heck of a lot sooner. That's for sure. But I chose not to, for whatever reason. So, those are the things that I learned from Life Story Monday. It's not a lot. I wish it was more. But, it's something. So, I know I haven't said this in a while, but I've been getting more subscribers. I've got 55 amazing people that have subscribed to my channel. I have one person that subscribed over at my Rumble. Awesome. Thank you guys so much that you took the time, pressed the button, and you're willing to watch more of my videos. You don't know how much that means to me. I never thought this was even going to get off the ground. After my first 15 or 16 videos and nothing was happening, I thought, well, what's the point if no one cares? And I had to completely switch my mind around this and just enjoy making the videos. I'm going to do my life story up to the present. I'm going to do what I learned, and I will probably rehash my 5 steps. And if, that's it, and no one else wants any, that's as far as it goes, that's as far as it goes. And then it's done. And then my channel will just live on YouTube forever. And people can watch it if they want or not. But current time, 55 of you, as of, May 16th? Wait, January, February, March, April, May 16th, 2024, 55 of you have chosen to watch my videos and be notified when more come out. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. It means so much to me. And to know that hopefully my story is helping other people, even if it's just my projects, my hobbies. Letting you know that someone with my background can still create beautiful, cool items that can be used or decoration or art. It all means just everything to know that it's still a possibility for someone such as myself to be able to share that with you and help you through things if that's what you're using these for. So if there's anyone or anyone you think might benefit from these videos, please, if your heart is telling you and you feel like it might actually help, could you share my videos to those people? Could you let them know that there's someone out there that may not know everything that they're going through, but may know some of what they're going through and is willing to comment back, chat with you guys? I was thinking about maybe doing a live event eventually and maybe talking with some of you guys in real time. This is by no means a requirement or anything that I feel you have to do. If you don't want to share my videos, if you don't want to do anything, you just want to watch in peace and no one knows that you're watching my videos, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that you've taken the time out of your day. Even if you speed it up, because I know I speed up videos so I can get through them a little faster sometimes. I'm incredibly blessed to have all of you say, hey, that's a guy that I can follow. That's a guy that I'll subscribe to. Thank you. It's more than I can imagine when I first started. So, to end this video, if we're going to change the world, we got to be thankful for those that support us so that we can change ourselves. Thank you guys. I hope you have an amazing time of day, whatever time of day it is for you. It's nighttime for me. And I really hope to see you on Hobby Friday. I finished up the bowls, and I got a little video, and I got some pictures, and we're going to talk about what my next projects are going to be, because they're going to be a little bit different. Take care. Take care of yourself. Not just everyone else. And I hope that I see you again.